Titus, welcome. Excited to have you join us today. We're in the midst of one of the great studies of leadership and how they thrive together in a marriage, how they come together under headship responsibilities, leadership responsibilities. So we're in our number 8 week of our series, When Strong Leaders Live Together, How We Can Thrive in Marriage. It's a book by both of us. If you haven't gotten your book, I hope you will soon. And this particular week, we're going to be studying It's My Money, Honey. And of course, I'm saying it as if it's coming from me. It's my money, honey. And then she is retorting in the very next response to the same chapter, and you'll be hearing from her. Just keep listening, by the way, and she'll be on YouTube along with me, and her response to, but it's my money, honey. So as anybody knows, that money is one of the major causes of friction in a marriage. And the reasons are obvious. We both come from different backgrounds, different uses of money, what we're accustomed to, what our parents did. Our parents were savers, or our parents weren't savers, or we were taught financial accountability and responsibility, or we were not taught it. We were taught how to put others ahead of ourselves, or we were taught to consider the cost, or we were taught to shop around, or others are impulsive, like guess who? Me. I'm the impulsive one in the relationship. So we come from these backgrounds. It can be a problem. It can be a problem. Then there's also the selfishness that says, it's mine. I earned the check, it's mine. Whenever the husband earns a check, he thinks it's his. It's not yours. It all belongs to God in the first place. And then when you got married, whatever is yours becomes hers. Then whatever is hers becomes yours. That's the way it is. That's how God intended it to be. It's not a matter of it's her money. She can spend her money. It's my money. That is a real setup for future division in a lot of different areas. I think that everything I have is my wife's. She thinks that everything I have is hers. Whenever we have her giving that ascendancy to me and me giving deference and preference to her, both of us are working back and forth. But I do want to attack some issues that need to be really addressed. One is that you need to consider who is better at doing what and just let them do it. For instance, as it relates to finances, my wife sees the big picture. She's a tremendous visionary and is actually quite good administrating large amounts of money. Now, when it comes down to the actual reconciling of bank statements or the notations in the bank book or online or whatever it is, I do a better job of specifics. She does the big job, I do the little job. Until we knew that, we had all kinds of problems. Until we discovered, no, you're better at that, you do that. No, I'm better at this, I'll go ahead and do this. To be able to see, to be able to wisely choose which one should be in charge of what. And then years ago, we even heard some very false teaching that says the man should be in charge of finances regardless. That's very poor teaching, because some poor dud just absolutely does not know how to save $1 or wisely spend or bargain hunt or calculate the consequences of his spending. So you just find out which is better in what particular area and let them go ahead and do what they're really good at doing. Anyway, I was reading this kind of an interesting thing. So I was giving a background of how I grew up. My parents weren't savers. They weren't dirt poor, but they were poor. They had to rely check to check. So, and my wife's parents didn't make a lot of money, but they were great savers. So we have a potential conflict in our marriage. But the conflict is resolved when you understand that I just do what I'm good at, she does what she's good at, and the entire thing comes together in a healthy way. There's something I do want to tell men, though. As it relates to money, please don't ever make your wife feel like she needs to beg for money. If you're the only one working in the house, she should never have to beg. As soon as you pull cash out for yourself, make sure she gets the equal amount. As soon as you start to see that you're beginning to hoard it, you got to repent. Because money and the love of money, not money itself, but the love of money is the root of all evil. So money is so potentially powerful when we begin to greed after it, when we begin to lust after it. So we must keep that spirit of charity, that spirit of giving, that spirit of liberality going. Don't ever let it stop. Don't ever let it stop. Don't ever get into that spirit. No, this is mine. What's mine is mine. That is not true. And whenever God sees that attitude, he will literally begin to pinch off the blessings that have been flowing into your lives. God is a generous God, a cheerful God, and he wants generous givers. That's the nature of God. He's a generous giver and wants generous givers. So don't despise her, that desire to even dream or to have vision, or say, honey, because we can shoot her visions down so quickly. Honey, all I wanted is a new sofa. New sofa? We don't have money for a new sofa. Instead, you could say, new sofa, honey, let me look at them with you. Let us start dreaming together. Let us start saving together. Maybe only $5 a week, but let's go for it. But most men just shut down vision and shut down hope, and the wife has to live year after year without hope. So it's not my money, honey. It's your money, and your money is my money. And we will do whatever we need to do to make sure we're working on the same page toward the same goal with the same value system, so that the enemy will be defeated in the unity of our money. Strong leaders that are leading need to be strong in how they relate to their money. So that's it for now. Glad you joined me, and I hope you'll join me next week. I love you. Talk to you soon.